Okay, hi. This is Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli. I'm Tony. Joe's not here. We're not telling him we're doing this, all right? This is kind of a shitty movie review show, so we want you to have as much fun as I have during this. I need you to get on my level. First off, have 3 beers before you start watching this. Secondly, we've turned this into the greatest drinking game ever. And by the greatest drinking game ever, I mean I don't want you standing at the end of it. Here's what you got to do. 1, every time I swear, take a drink. 2, every time Joe says take a drink. 3, every time I roll my eyes or look completely bored, take a drink. Every time Joe goes ahead and talks over me, take a drink. Every time I talk over Joe, take 2 drinks. If you see a dog pop into the shot, take a drink. If you see a huge pussy, go ahead and take 2 drinks. All right? Every time I get up to go to the bathroom, you waterfall that bitch or chug it. And if Joe and I get into an actual argument, then you finish that beer and get another one. If you're drinking wine, you're not classy. You're just drinking a little cheaper. And if you're drinking hard liquor, I kind of sort of hope this kills you. All right. Thanks again for Leave the Review. Take the Cannoli. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Leave the Review, Take the Cannoli. I'm Joe Campagna, and this is Tony Ranzani, and this is the second part of our bike week, I guess you could say.
Why are we doing Bike Week?
Well, the great show, Sons of Anarchy, Season 6 premieres tonight, and so we wanted to talk about a couple of the greatest biker movies of all time, which by means is a very good list.
This is our fucking record of greatest biker movies.
So, but you know what? I do have one thing. Easy Rider shows one life of a biker, right? Okay, the live free and die hard kind of a thing. Wild Hogs is the second movie we want to review tonight, and it is probably more true about how real bikers are nowadays than Easy Rider. Yes.
Okay, first off,
the
line is live free, ride to die is
who gives
one
a
of them.
fuck what the line is? I wasn't trying to quote a line.
Okay.
As you can tell, I'm not a biker. I guess he is.
Okay, first off, what I love about Wild Hogs, and this is why this is a great movie, I actually saw this in theater with a bunch of really, really old people that rode bikes their entire lives, and it was kind of cool because you got to hear about their experiences back when they're like, I had a whatever 600 and that was the coolest bike in the world. Because I'm riding almost an 1800 right now and I'm thinking it's the coolest bike in the world.
By the way, he's talking about size of engine, I think.
No, I'm just talking about the fucking price tag. Here's what's cool about this movie, is this movie perfectly demonstrates the different type of bikers in the world. Because first off, you have what I like to call the rub biker. And in this case, I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this as these are what these guys are and they may not know it. Rub biker stands for rich urban biker. This is that kind of guy who rides down to the bar and is like, I spent X amount on chrome. It cost me this much to put it on. Look at how pretty my bike is, and they don't actually ride it.
Well, right.
That's what the Del Fuegos think these guys are.
Right.
You have the second kind of biker, which is the Del Fuegos, which is the badass motorcycle gang. This is your group that shows up and says, I don't respect the guys that come in and are these rub bikers, so fuck them, which is why they have their conflict. Where this movie absolutely succeeds is it represents the third kind of biker, which is what the high majority of us are, because we're not the 1%er.
There's a third kind of biker?
We're not the rubs. We're the guy in the middle who says, dude, I ride a motorcycle and I fucking love to ride. That's what I like. I enjoy it. I don't do 50,000 miles a year. I don't put 30 grand in my bike. But god damn it, if I don't like getting on my bike and just going, that's what I am. That's what I love. Those are the people that I like. These are the people that are represented by Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence, William H. Macy, and John Travolta, and they do it in a wonderful sense. What this movie absolutely represents.
Those guys are rub bikers, or as you call it.
See, I disagree. Because they're the guys.
They are.
Because they don't brag about what they did to their bike, what they did. When William H. Macy is sitting in the bar and he says, man, I got a Sportster.
Sportster it's a bitch bike. My girlfriend had a Sportster. Okay, a Sportster is a bitch bike. I started on an 04 Sportster and I love that bitch. Okay, I rode that bitch for 25,000 miles, which anybody who has a Sportster knows that's when you gotta rebuild that engine. Since I have a Sportster. This Del Fuego, played by Ray Liotta, who's amazing in anything he does, comes down and says, I'll trade you for I want to say 42 Panhead, is what I want to say. You're not going to look that up. I want to say it's a 42 Panhead. He says, I'll trade you. And William H. Macy says, okay. That's what anybody who is just a biker, who just says, I love it. I love to ride. I love bikes. I'm not this guy. I'm not this guy. I'm right in the middle. Yeah, I'd trade you. I'd trade you in a heartbeat. You tell me I have a shot at a Panhead, and I got to do fucking $5,000 worth of work to it. I'd do it because that's a gorgeous bike. That is that kind of biker. That's what I love. That's what this movie represents. Is it goes ahead and gives you those guys in the middle. Do they have way too much money? Yep. What this movie absolutely represents is the ability to run away from things. I'm 31 years old. I've been riding for roughly 6 or 7 years now. The very first bike I bought was because this girl that I lived with said, you can never have a motorcycle because you'll kill yourself on it. And I've only been in one wreck. She said, you can never have a motorcycle, and the minute she moved out, I bought a bike. Because that was my freedom and that was my joy. I had no idea I'd love it as much as I did. I bought 6 bikes since then, since I keep upgrading. And I love every single one of them because there is a freedom, there's an ability to it. This movie says can you absolutely run away from your problems? No. This movie does a great job for it because their problems catch up with them. They have to sit down with their friends and say, hey, this is why I did it. That's what actually happens. But it gives you the ability to have that freedom. That's why I like this movie. It's fun. It's funny. It's romantic to an extent. It's got hot girl Marissa Tomei in it. It's got a lot of scenes that just make you go, and if you watch this movie, I guarantee 100% there will be a part of you that says, I want to get a bike. You probably don't have the fucking cojones to actually do it, but you'll want to. That's what this movie represents above the other ones. Easy Rider. I need to be a drug dealer who makes a lot of money and I'm going to live the life. Yeah, you're Torque. I'm going to be a badass something, something, crotch rocket, yada, yada, blah, 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 not a real bike. Knock yourself out, okay? You've got these kind of films, and then you've got this movie that says, dude, I want to get on my bike. I want to ride to California. I'm living in fucking Iowa. I want to get on my bike, ride to California, and deal with all this shit because it's an adventure. Is it a great story? Nope. But I want to get there. I want to sit on the beach, light a fire, smoke a doobie, and say, I made it. That's what this movie represents. Joe?
Yeah, the movie's okay to me. It's funny. It's better than Easy Rider because I didn't fall asleep during it. But anyways, just like I said before, this to me, and this is coming from a non-biker perspective, but this sums up the new age biker pretty well. You know, they want to live free and they want the road. Well, they do. I do too. But these people are doing it as a vacation, and that's what it is in real life. Except, and I know there's people that are like the Easy Rider guys, but for the majority of people, I think this movie would hit home more than Easy Rider, which is why I do like it a little bit better. And hey, look, you've got four actors here that are all funny and they're all in their own right, and I think they're okay. To me, it's grown-ups on bikes. These guys, the movie wasn't that damn funny. You know, you got four funny guys, but the movie wasn't that funny. But it does have Marissa Tomei, and any movie with Marissa Tomei gives me at least 2 stubbies. I got to give it
half chubbies is what I think you're going for.
2 chubbies, but no, I give it at least 2 stubbies because of Marissa Tomei, and actually that's pretty much where I'm going to leave this one at 2 stubbies because I didn't think it was that funny, but. You know, it was more interesting. It was like a fun movie to watch. That's basically what it is. It's a fun movie to watch. Do you need to watch it? No. There's plenty of other comedies out there that are fun movies to watch. But
What? Give me an example.
of other, well, I could give you an example of better comedies. Let's go with Great Outdoors. Let's go with
something made after 2000.
after 2000 comedies.
I want a comedy after 2000.
Something About Mary. Is that after 2009?
No, it's 98.
Well, you might have a little bit of a point there, but still, there's other comedies. Go back in history and watch better comedies. What?
First and foremost, what are you rating this movie? How many stubbies are you giving this movie? What?
2 stubbies.
First up, I'm giving this movie 3.5 stubbies. I'm being generous on it because it's absolutely hilarious. John C. McGinley, you'll know him from Scrubs as Dr. Cox, steals the show as the gay cop. Absolutely hilarious character. For
He is,
the maybe 6 scenes that he's in, he steals all 6 of those scenes. These are moments where you could actually see yourself if you want to be that biker. And frankly, if you're watching this, you're a male, maybe a butch female, maybe another female, maybe a sexy female. You want to be these people. That's cool, and I love it. You should have the ability to do it. John C. McGinley will steal the scenes from you, but these are the kind of things that you kind of want to do, because everybody wants to, at a moment, tell your job, fuck off, I'm taking 2 weeks off, and I'm going. It's something Senator Stubblefield and I plan on doing next year, riding from here to Vegas, to Sturgis, to Cali, and rocking out with it. Will it be the most amazing thing in the world? No, if you haven't met Senator Stubblefield, it'll probably be pretty boring.
Get Bushy and Doug, and you can make a sequel to this movie.
If you knew Bushy and Doug, that would matter. It'll be amazing. And that's something everybody wants to do. Like I said, I rate this movie where I rate it. It's a great film. You need to see it for the fact that it is funny. Is it going to be the best
you definitely do not need to see this movie.
Is it going to be the best thing in your repertoire? No, by no means will it be. But you will not regret that you watched it. That is Biker Week. That's why I'm a better reviewer than Joe. Fuck you. Word to your mother.
There's also a
Turn it
better
off.
costume wearer.